So good evening. I hope you're all having a good time tonight. So this is my first time doing stand-up, and frankly, I'm a little nervous, but not for the reason you may think. A couple of months ago, I was having lunch with a couple of friends of mine, Charlie and Tom. And I was telling them that I was going to be doing this stand-up in McCurdy's, and that before that, though, we had to go through 12 hours of what McCurdy's calls comedy boot camp. And I told them, I have no idea what's involved with that at all. But one thing I'm pretty sure it doesn't encompass is how to deal with a heckler. So I said to him, I mean, who would heckle an amateur comedian? And both of them shouted out at once, your friends. So unfortunately, I looked out in the audience and I see that they're here tonight, so I'm making me a little nervous. So anyway, as Ken mentioned, my name's Richard Krotseng. My name's Richard Krotseng. Krotseng is Norwegian. My father was born in Norway. And now Norwegians are wonderful people. They're very friendly, and they're very engaging. But one thing they're not known for is their sense of humor. So I was in Norway with my wife about 5 years ago, and we were having dinner at a restaurant. And the waitress came over and looked at my credit card, and she said, "Oh, do you know that krot means bed in Norwegian?" And I said, "No, I didn't know that." So I said, "Well, does seng mean good in?" and you know, she didn't even crack a smile. She said, oh no, seng means nothing." Well, for some reason, my wife thought that was hilarious. So anyway, you probably can tell I'm a senior citizen. I know it's no secret, and or for short, a senior. Now, I wish I was a sophomore, but that train left the station a long time ago. So one of the things you need to know about seniors is we don't multitask. I mean, think about it. We have enough trouble remembering to do one thing. If we were multitasking, that would be two things we'd have to forget. So I'm a member of AARP, like most seniors, ARP. Now, I always thought that was an unfortunate name for an organization that represents a bunch of seniors. Because think about it. It sounds like the sound that somebody makes right before they expire. But really now, you know, AARP is a good organization. It only costs $16 a year to be a member, and they have discounts on all kinds of cool stuff that seniors like condoms and video games. Now, one of the things that does get me about AARP is the way they handle their membership renewal. Every year I get something in the mail about my membership. Of course it comes in the mail because we're talking seniors here. So it gives me three options to renew. 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. Are you kidding me? At my age, I'm looking for the monthly renewal. So one thing that seniors don't understand, when we go out to dinner and we look over and there's some millennials at another table and they pull out their cell phones and they're taking photos of their food. Really? What's with that? I don't get it. But then I thought about it for a while and I thought, yeah, seniors do that too. Only we do it at the supermarket. Then we can enlarge the photo to see what the hell it says on the side of the package. So speaking of eating out, seniors love to eat out. We eat out for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm no different. I'm a member of a group of guys that gets together for breakfast every couple of weeks. I call it the cronies' breakfast. And as you can imagine, one of the subjects that comes up most breakfasts is our medical issues. I call that our organ recital. So a couple months ago, we were having breakfast, and the topic of sleep came up, and the sleeping issues we have. So my friend Dave says, well, I wake up at 4 a.m. to pee, and I have a heck of a time, and by the time I do it, I can't get back to sleep. So then my friend Mike says, well, you know, I know what you're talking about. I wake up at 5 a.m. to take a dump. You know, takes me 15 or 20 minutes, and by then I'm wide awake for the rest of the day. Then my friend Frank says, well, I pee at 7 o'clock, and I take a dump at 8. And I said to Frank, well, you don't have any problems. He said, the hell I don't. I don't wake up till 9. Thank you very much. You've been a great audience.
Let him hear it, Richard Krotseng.